Dirty Birds, they go all the way. Atlanta Falcons, they go all the way. Do you rap? You go all the way. Super Bowl, they go all the way. All the way. They go 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 all the way.
And welcome back, everybody, to I know it's been a week or two, but hey, we're back. It's the All Around Atlanta It's All Around Atlanta Sports Podcast, or Atlanta Teen Sports Center, whatever you prefer to call us. And yes, we've been gone that long that I almost forgot how to say our intro. But yeah, we're here with a live pregame show coverage of the Falcons versus Packers. It's going to be on NBC tonight at 8:30. Sunday night football coverage from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the first ever regular season game. It's going to be a crazy atmosphere. I bet some Orlando City fans even stayed for it from the Atlanta United game yesterday just to see what it's like. So, everybody's going to come out there. The Packers fans are definitely going to show out because, they're a strong fan base. It's definitely going to be an exciting game. I'm pumped up. I got my jersey and hat on right now as we're doing the show. And Connor, I'm going to get to you and what your thoughts are today and how you're feeling.
Doing well, Blake. It's just interesting. It's definitely an interesting matchup here. We got Aaron Rodgers coming in, as the Falcons have beaten him the last two times they faced each other. Of course, in that close game, it was 33-32 down in Georgia, 33-32 in the regular season, and then the Falcons taking the NFC Championship from them in a kind of blowout fashion there. So it'll be interesting to see how Aaron Rodgers will respond. Try to get some revenge there in their new home for the first ever real game.
I just think it's going to be a great game all around. I mean, one thing you want to point out, the Falcons did not play their best last week. Against the Bears, coming down to a 4th and goal situation where you had to get the stop to win the game, that was definitely a little bit scary. And I said, oh, no, I'm not doing this all year again. I'm pretty sure you would have done too, Connor, based on how Atlanta teams play, how they take you down to the wire and give you a heart attack almost every game. Did you feel the same way of saying, oh, no, I'm not letting this happen again all year?
Yeah, I know. It's almost interesting because I was getting, the Bears really should have scored there on that last possession there, but Brooks Reed, the hero of the day, getting the sack right at the end there. But it really shouldn't come down to that, and I was right after the game, I was a little iffy about how they're going to respond to this game, but I feel like that was a wake-up call for them, that they should just stay to their game plan, and just that was, of course they probably didn't play a lot. The starters in the preseason, they probably didn't play a lot, but yeah, it was a little hard to get adjusted because it's the first game back, and then so I think they just needed to settle down a little bit. I think they'll be much better tonight.
So let's get right into it. Connor, I know you have it pulled up. What are the inactives to the Falcons and Packers tonight? Who's out?
Well, so far, injury report back hit Terry and Daniels joined Bigla with questionable status. I think those are all linemen for Green Bay.
Oh. And
not really important players, but...
And on my screen, on my end, I'm on the NFL.com website, credit to them. Falcons don't have any inactive players to report, so looks like we're a 53-man roster tonight, all ready to go. Fans are happy to see it.
Well, before you get to that, we do have a questionable report on running back Brian Hill. He's out with an ankle injury, but he is questionable, so he could potentially play tonight, but we'll have to wait and see.
That is true. I was getting ready to get to that in a few minutes. Let's move on and get into the score prediction. Actually, before we do that, we'll do one more thing before we take a quick break here. Actually, we don't even know what we're doing, guys. We might not even take a break here. We'll get from Brian Hill and why he's questionable to play Sunday night. Do you have any status on that, Connor?
Not that I can found. Nothing that I can find, but it just says that he's questionable with an ankle injury.
Same here. It just says Brian Hill is questionable to play on Sunday night. Anyway, moving on from posted yesterday, but Devondre Campbell on the Falcons is very excited to be able to play one-on-one against Martellus Bennett from the Super Bowl last year, now on the Packers team. He's happy to get some revenge on somebody. He's really happy to be able to play against him. I think he's fired up tonight. I believe he was our 3rd-round draft pick, not this year, but last year. And yeah, he's really come along, and I think he's excited to play this weekend.
Yeah, I have to agree on that. He's definitely going to enjoy playing against very, very talented team in Green Bay, and Aaron Rodgers has been in the league, seems like forever.
Another thing is, how are the Falcons going to be able to handle playing on primetime? Last year, they only played twice, and over the past few years, they've been on Game of the Week a few times, but they've never really been on primetime Monday, Sunday, or Thursday Night Football. So
Yes, yeah, I think the last time they were on primetime was, I believe, a few years ago against the Eagles, which was a Monday night game, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, they were on against the Bucs last year, and they're also for a Monday night game. I believe it was against the Saints. Those are the two games last year. They try to get to every team every once in a while, but this year the Falcons showcasing 4 or 5 primetime games.
I forgot about those, but I remember Sunday night game against the Patriots at home a few years ago.
I was there for the first half. Yep.
Yeah, and then there was that Monday night game against the Eagles a few years ago. I don't really remember any of the others, like Sunday night or Monday night football since then.
But yeah, how are the Falcons going to be able to handle this year, having these 5 primetime games based on what they were leading up to their expectations from last year? That's usually how the teams get the primetime games, is how good they are for the year before. So it's definitely going to be interesting, but hopefully they're able to pull it together, and we'll be a good team this year, as everybody hopes we'll be. So, do you have any other keys to point out about primetime, Connor, of how the Falcons should handle it, and knowing that they're being trusted by a lot of the media, that they're going to show a good support for the whole country?
Yeah, seemingly last year they kind of over exceeded, in my opinion, because going 11-5 compared to the Patriots 14-2, and Brady only lost one regular season game, which was against Seattle at home, and he's already picked up a loss this year, as we know, and then they won huge today against New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so it'll be interesting because I feel like the offense, I feel like they're kind of getting in their grooves a little bit, because it was a while, because of course Matt Ryan, Julio, Devontae didn't really play, or Sanu didn't really play much in the preseason, only like the first drive of the game.
Yep.
Before getting taken out. So I feel like like I said about the defense, it's just going to take a few weeks, to get kind of back into their groove and getting back to their expectations.
It's definitely interesting, because another article that I see here is Brooks Reed and Tack McKinley, a first-round draft pick, battling out for a position. Both very good players. They're killing it out there, based on what they've done in the preseason, each of them. And now Brooks Reed coming up with that huge sack last week to seal the victory against the Bears. So, I don't know, but another position battle voice crack. Another position battle you want to point out is the second-string running back, is Brian Hill, who's questionable tonight, and Tevin Coleman, who's had some injury woes in his few years here in the NFL. But do you ever see Brian Hill being able to take over the second-string running back spot here later this year, Connor, or do you think that's just way out in the universe?
Yeah, he's still got some years left on him here, but I feel like Tevin Coleman's going to take the second out of the rotation spot again, in my opinion.
And my Madden franchise is injured, so Brian Hill is actually my second string right now. But, yeah, anyway. Moving on here for one of the final topics here is we got based on CBSSports.com, they got some previews of some people that think that they're going to win, and I'll get to yours in a second, Connor. They say that there's an expert, they have a specific Falcons expert who's picked whether they're going to win or they're going to lose in their last 8 straight matchups that he's covered, and he's been right on 8. And basically, they're saying that Mercedes-Benz Stadium is going to be rocking tonight, as everybody thinks the Falcons are 3-point favorites, but now the line is open to only 1. Who knows? But it's definitely going to be a huge. It's definitely going to be a very good matchup. Who do you have on your picks, Connor? On people that you think, on the people that.
On the Falconholic, he's got some predictions here. Someone named Kendall Jackson says that they think the Falcons won 41-24, but it'll be way closer than that. It will not be more than a 10-point spread, in my opinion. I think it'll be a 3 to 7 point spread.
I think it's going to come down to one of the last few drives. I really do. I think this is going to be a very good game. I'm very excited to watch it. And I'm going to watch the second half by myself because my mom's going to think I'm in bed. But, yeah. Didn't mean to put that out there, but I thought that was funny. Maybe it was just something funny in my head. But hopefully the Falcons are able to pull it out tonight. In my opinion, what is your score opinion, Connor? Because, or before we get to that, pointing out both Falcons Daily and Atlanta Sports page on Instagram have had the Falcons up in the 40s, and they have in the Packers between the 30s and 40s as well. So it's definitely going to be a very close game, as you said, Connor. But what is your score prediction?
Yeah, in my opinion, it's going to be the battle of the quarterbacks, and I feel like it'll come down. I think the final score will be 35-32.
You mean 38-35?
No, 35-32.
And why is that?
Or it could be 35, but I think it'll be within 3 points because it's just the battle of the quarterbacks and Matt Ryan. I think, if our defense can have one stop or a few stops, I feel like that we have a good chance of winning, but it'll be by a few, but maybe we'll win by more. We'll have to wait and see. But someone here also on the Falcon Hawk predicted that they think the Falcons will win 64-3, which is nowhere close to happen.
No.
No way that's going to happen. But some people, everyone has their own opinions, but I don't believe there'll be that much of a spread. I don't think they'll even get anywhere close to 64 points.
I actually have to agree with you there on your score prediction. You pretty much covered it. I think it's going to be a very close game. I hope it's a very good game, and I hope the Falcons are able to pull it up at the end and be able to stay on top of the NFC, maybe even the top of the NFC of the powerhouses. As we know, Seattle lost last week. I don't even know if they played today or not. Do you have any? Can you pull that up for me, Connor, while I talk about what Seattle did today, or if they had a bye week?
Yes, I will check on that.
And I'll check on the Denver-Dallas score, so the camera might go quiet for a second, guys, or the audio, just 1 second. And the Cowboys are losing by a score of 14-7. Yet again, that's a 14-7 Denver lead out in Mile High. So hopefully, if the Falcons can pull off the win tonight, they'll be clearly on top.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Blake, but check out this score. The Seahawks and 49ers are tied at 6 apiece with 4:45 in the third.
Huh. Was that on CBS?
It's on Fox, but I don't know if we're getting the game. I don't think we are because we're getting the Broncos-Cowboys game.
Yep. But yeah, hopefully that game comes down to a 49ers win. And maybe if the Falcons are able to win tonight, they'll be out of the top 4 powerhouses. They'll be in the top of all 4 with the Seahawks 0-2, and then the Packers and Packers and Cowboys 1-1. You got the only undefeated division winner from last year, 2-0 in the NFC, so that'll be clearly a good win for the Falcons. But yeah, as I said, you pretty much covered my score prediction there, Connor. And I don't really have anything else to add. Do you, Connor?
I don't believe I do.
So yeah, that we'll leave it there, guys. Rise up, Atlanta. We hope we go get the win tonight. Make sure to go support out, and thank you for listening if you're out in the Bends waiting for it to start. So thank you for listening to another edition of the All Around Atlanta Sports Podcast, or Atlanta Teen Sports Center, whatever you prefer to call us. I'm Blake Newsom, signing off with my co-host Connor Quinn, and after this outro music, you make sure to rise up tonight and support your red and black out in Atlanta. Take it easy, everyone.